Hello, it's me, Josh Hunter. I'm presently in Santa Monica, and I was thinking. I realized I have not necessarily said certain things out loud. There might be certain implications that I was not aware of, and I'm going to say it up front. Some people think because we're in this modern world, and people are all about I don't know, groups and gangs and that type of thing. It's like, are you with us? Are you with them? This type of thing. And I'm trying to state here clearly that I'm not really about gangs or groups. I mean, excepting the people who fucking house me. Yeah, like that's the group that I'm with. If you're fucking giving me like a nice fucking place to sleep, then yeah, then that's who I'm with. But right now, no, I'm not with anybody. I don't have any fucking group. I don't have any fucking gang. And let me tell you now, I do not represent the following groups. Well, hang on. All right. I don't represent homeless people. Okay, if you're thinking, oh, this guy, he's a fucking representative of all homeless people or a lot of homeless people. No, I don't. I don't represent homeless people because homeless people treat me like shit. They don't treat me like I'm fucking like one of them. They don't. Homeless people aren't like, oh, dude, you're just like us. No, homeless people don't treat me. No, so I'm not with homeless people. I'm not with fucking people of Earth. People of Earth treat me like shit. All right, I'm not an alien, but I'm saying like the people who live on Earth and I live on Earth, they don't treat me like I'm from the Earth. They don't treat me like, oh, I'm somebody like I'm just like you. Like we're together. So I don't represent, and I say that to be kind of gentle in certain ways, like not saying. Because I was literally in the middle of this video. Apparently, an officer there was a tape saying he can't wait for a race war or something. And I'm telling you right now, I'm barely associated with the Earth. Okay, so I put everyone on Earth is an asshole to me. Okay, like you guys, you won't do your homework, you won't do the math, you won't do all the things that you need to do to make sure that you're living the life that you say that you want. You guys say you want to be happy, you say you want love, you say you want peace, you say you want all these things, but then you go out and fuck everything up. That's because you need to be thinking, but you're not thinking. Or maybe I'm not thinking. I can't tell. Anyway, I just had a moment just now, and I was thinking, like, oh, because I was about to, like, it's important for me to record. All right, I just watched Memento yesterday, so I'm trying to make sure that my memories are all like good and stuff. But I'm not like a vengeful person, and I'm trying to do everything I can to not become a person who's just like, oh, this person did this, so now I gotta fucking get them back. And the reason why is because everything that I've examined in my life. Everything that I've examined in my life, everything that I've tried to understand, it always ends up, the case always ends up being that, like, you never needed to get as angry as you thought you did. Like, I can't think of a single thing where I needed to get it, it's a bug or something, I don't know. Every case where I thought that I needed to get angrier than I had to, there was never anything where I was angry where I was like, oh, I should have been this angry. Most of the time, like when you do get angry, you need to like stop and think, okay, why am I getting this angry? Second of all, did I contribute to the thing that is making me angry? Did I have anything to do with this? Meaning, if you believe that what goes around comes around, then you need to stop and think, okay, did I send anything out at any point? And this is simply what I sent out coming back to me? You have to think. Because if you take personal responsibility for your actions, it's very difficult for you to get angry about the things that happen to you. So, what other groups am I not a part of? I guess I'm not a part of the group of the people like who were like born in the 80s or something, because everyone I meet who's my own age, like they don't want to fucking hang out with me. I'm so glad to meet people who were born in 1986, but they're not responsive to me. Like nobody is like responsive to me, like my age group, like the people that I know who I went to school with, they're not responsive. So I'm not with any of that type either. So if I had to say, like, what group am I with? Uh, I'm with the group of people that cherish sanity. I'm with a group of people that cherish stability. I'm with a group of people who cherish honesty. With the people who cherish, you know, uh, the truth. I'm not saying like I'm a truthful person, but I love when the truth is cherished. This modern society doesn't cherish truth. They cherish illusions and fucking shadows, but they're not really about. And I say all this not as a criticism. I just need to be plain. I need to fucking say it up front that I'm not with, you know. If I am with a group, I'll fucking say it. Okay, I don't have any like hidden agenda. Like if I'm with some like group of people or an ideal or some society, I'll come right out and say, oh, I'm with these people. Okay, I'm with this fucking, you know, situation or whatever. Because I mean, I'm a homeless person, but that's like it's a typo. I mean, like my guess is at some point somebody said something about me that was distinctly untrue, and a lot of people believed it, and now I'm guessing anyway, because the severity of my the severity of my homelessness is like nobody could fucking like what did I do? Just like tell me, like come up to my fucking face and say, oh, you did this. But these people, well, they won't communicate. They won't use their words. Like in fact, the only person that I can remember who even slightly communicated to me that, you know, because I asked him like, why do you hate me? He's like, oh, because you're a bitch. And yeah, I didn't understand what he meant. I think he thought like maybe I was a coward or something. And I remember when I was younger, I would like run away from things that were scary, but I've never run away from anything that mattered. When it matters, I don't run. I think anyway. I mean, I could be a coward. Okay, if I'm a coward, I mean that's bravery is not. You will. This could be. All right. Let me tell you about a couple of my scars that I have, just so if I'm lying, the scars should add up to something, and you'll be able to know when I'm lying. Like I think it's important that people know when I'm lying, and if you're good at math, you won't have to wonder. Because like I said, I just watched Memento yesterday, and like it's fucking bullshit. That movie is about this guy. He has no short-term memory. It's like he's trying to like figure things out, and like there's this guy who just keeps fucking lying to him. And I'm thinking, like, is that, like, I can't tell, like, am I the liar guy or am I the fucking, you know, you never know if you're going to be the man in the box or the man on the stage. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to show you my scars, but I'm going to, son of a bitch. All right. I'm not going to show you my scars. I'm going to fucking tell you about a couple of them, all right? I got one on my right hand just below my index finger. It's like 2 lines, what I got from a cat. The cat's name was Blackie, oddly enough, because the people who owned the cats, they had a white cat and they had a black cat. The white cat was named Whitey, and the black cat was named Blackie. Okay, so that's a scar I have on my right hand. On my right wrist, I have a scar, like a little kind of, I don't know, it looks like a big pimple that I got popped too soon or something, or I don't know, like I mean, just like anyway, I got that from Anyway, I got this scar. One day I was at home and I was watching the movie Braveheart for the first time, and I was sitting down on the ground underneath a table. I wasn't under the table, but I was sitting at. My back was against the couch and my feet were under the table, and then someone knocked on the door, like delivering something to me. And it was before like a lot of the new multimedia devices, but it was a multimedia device. It wasn't a cell phone. But it was either the brand Arcos, Archos, and someone was delivering this that I had ordered online. But I got so excited that I jumped up and I hit my hand against the coffee table, and it left a scar. And so that's the day that my Arcos came. The day that my Arcos came, like that's where that scar comes from. I also have a scar like right here that I got in probably elementary school, maybe second grade. A guy, I don't mean to fucking out this guy or whatever, but apparently like things are getting like serious or whatever. His last name was White. And I got a scar like right here on this. I also have a scar on my my groin area, like above my junk or whatever. And when I was born, like the moment I was born, I had a fucking hernia, and that's like when you. Anyway, that scar is from when they had to fix me like immediately. From there, I also have a scar on my right foot, just beneath my big toe, and I was running outside and I thought a door was open, but it wasn't. I mean, there was a screen. I didn't see the screen, and I ran through the screen, and the thing fucking cut my foot open. And I mean, it wasn't like a. Anyway, you know, looks like a lot of my scars are on my. Okay, and then I also have a scar on my middle finger on my left knuckle, but I don't know where it came from. I don't know what it is. It kind of looks like either like a 2 or like a weird M or something, or like a 5 or something. Like I don't know. It looks like a bunch of things. Let's see. And I do have a scar right here, but you can't really ever see it. And one time I was playing video games, and this guy came up behind me, and he thought that he had an airsoft gun, and he thought it was unloaded. I'm not making any of this up, by the way, okay? I mean, I know it sounds like topical, but I mean, it's literally like these are my scars, all right? So a guy came up behind me. I was playing video games, and he thought that this airsoft gun was unloaded, and it wasn't. And he came up behind me and like, like he pulled the trigger too, like right here. And I got a little upset, and I shouldn't. Anyway, probably shouldn't say this. I mean, technically nobody would know, but oh. Anyway, I also have. All right, we're just talking about scars. All right. Let's see. I think that's about it. I don't know if what was I talking about? Anyway, okay, so I'm just saying all this so you know I don't have any like particular group. Like I only stand for like the things, like I said, the preservation of infrastructure, preservation of needful structures, to contrive to never have to do anything, and to not become dependent upon guessers. That's my gang. Like whatever gang does that, then that's the gang that I'm a part of. So I think it's important to say this now, so that people don't think, oh, you're with us. I don't want people to assume that I'm with them. Like I need you to know now, like I'm not like with any I'm not with any particular group or any team, because if I've been homeless for goddamn 8 years, then that means that nobody gives a shit about me. Therefore, I don't have a group. If I had a group, they'd fucking pick me up off these goddamn streets, but they haven't. So that proves to me that nobody gives a shit. There's a goddamn pandemic going on here, and no one seems to care, like if I live or die. That tells me something. That tells me how I should treat people. Generally, that tells me how I should treat, like, a lot of people. Anyway. I'm 33 years old, and I have the best grades on earth.